how would I describe the texture of my hair? I would say it's like curly wavyish. Like inside it's really curly, then outside it's more wavy, especially in the front. But I think that's because I have like a lot of damage from like the past.
I would describe my hair as thick. The curl texture is definitely on the tighter side. It's not really like the coils or the ringlets. The curl texture is tighter. My hair is thicker, dry. Yeah, I struggle with moisture.
Thick frizzy hair. Yeah.
Thick and frizzy, super like dense curls when it's wet.
A loose curl versus other curls I've seen, but it's not as thick. I've got very thin hair. Yeah.
She wakes up the sleeping flowers early in the morning, early in the morning on her way. And she lets her hair down when the sun comes up, and she lets her hair down.
Nothing pretties up a face like a beautiful head of hair. But even hair born this beautiful needs a little help along the way, before gray comes and certainly after. Does she or doesn't she? With Miss Clairol hair color so natural, only her hairdresser knows for sure. Shampoo formula or cream formula.
And I'll give her my love till the day I die.
More women use Miss Clairol than any other hair coloring.
Whether I feel jealous about people with naturally straight hair? No, not at all. I've grown up in a time where naturally straight hair was the norm, because that were the kind of ads that were pushed to us. So every weekend was all about blow dry, blow dry, blow dry. And as I've grown up, I've grown to get to know my own hair and how I feel with it. So I don't feel jealous at all.
I do not feel jealousy with people who have straight hair.
Not even a little bit.
No. Because I think that's so boring. Like, they can't really do much. Maybe like plait it and I'll get waves. I don't know.
I do. It's hard to say, but I do sometimes, just because of the convenience of doing it. Just being able to wash it and go.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Can you tell me why?
Because I've had straight hair for most of my childhood, and I wouldn't want that again, like unwillingly again.
Like, I've definitely felt jealous at times of people, because it's just easier, I feel, personally, to have straight hair and just like, you wake up and you go. And then you just, yeah. Growing up with hair that wasn't naturally straight, especially because like my mother has straighter hair compared to like myself and my other siblings, it felt very like other in a way, because like you would go to hair salons and it's like you would go, like I would go with my mother and then her hair would take an hour to do, but like because my hair was thicker, it was curlier, my hair would take longer to do. So I always felt like other, like, oh, why is my hair like this? And then other people's hair is just so straight and like it's just so easy to maintain and to manage, but like my hair is so, like, it's so difficult, it's like I just felt very other. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, it was very, yeah, like just feeling very different compared to like my mother, my cousins, my female cousins who have straight hair. Yeah.
Okay, in the beginning of like my childhood, like it was good, it was healthy, fresh. But then like primary school, I got into swimming, but the pool chemicals really like messed up my hair. So like it really didn't feel good after that, because like it was so dry. And then like my mom, she like would always make me get like Brazilians, any kind of hair treatment to like get rid of like the dryness, but it also got rid of my curly hair. It's been complicated, but eventually high school, like I saw a girl and I was like, wow, your hair looks good. I also want my hair to look good curly again. So then I started like researching like what's good for my hair, what isn't, and eventually I got into it isn't what I'm comfortable with.
It was just painful and tiresome, especially on the weekends. It was difficult, especially growing up with a colored mommy because they don't really know what to do with curly hair growing up. The products used weren't really for my hair, so it would be difficult to like detangle it. And yeah, I'd spend most of Saturday washing my hair, detangling it, blowing it, and then judging the hair, so it'd be like pin straight.
There's a lot of like pushback from a lot of people around me. I'm going to the hairdresser was always hard because you'd see the frustration on the hairdressers' faces when they had to comb your hair. They'd bring out the rollers. They'd always try and get you to relax your hair.
What it was like growing up with my kind of hair, I can't really tell you because my first few years I had to blow dry my hair. I never wore my hair naturally. And as soon as I got into the natural state, my God-given curls, I got the craziest responses from people that I loved. People who I thought would embrace it with me. They'd ask me things like, "Het jou draaie dan gebruik vandag? Yo, look at this African curl queen, wie dan jy, wie's jy?" You know, that kind of response. And it took a lot out of me just to push on through that. But it was not easy having the hair that I have in the beginning.
We would fight a lot, especially like early days in high school, and even like now still sometimes she'll be like, "You don't make your hair nice, only want to see your friends or only with my family." It's like, it does sometimes hurt, and we've got into like multiple arguments, especially like for Christmas on my dad's side. Like he would say, "Oh, why'd you wash your hair? Your hair was just done now and you got a treatment." And then I'm just like, "But I was dirty, so I don't know what you want from me." So
I was like maybe like 13, and they were trying really hard to get me to relax my hair. And there were so many like emotions between us. And I remember I got a relaxer burn over here, and I won't say I have resentment, but I still harbor a lot of anger.
Well, obviously, because I lived so far away from school back in the day, like I would get up super early, get ready for school, and there would be some days where I just didn't do my hair, and then my mom had to do my hair because it wasn't manageable enough. So like the brushes used weren't the right ones, and frustration, things would blow up.
Like, are you gonna make your hair right for this event? Like, are you gonna sort your hair's so short? Like, is your hair damaged? Like, are you gonna grow out your hair? Like, why is your hair so short? So I've never really had a fight with anyone, but I get the comments. I get the, "Oh, like, wanneer gaan jou hare uitblou?" Like that, of like, "So when are you gonna be done with this?" Like, yeah.
The very first time I came in there with my hair au natural, he made a joke about it, but I felt attacked because this is my hair, this is me. And at first I just laughed it off. And the second time I came around, he actually asked me, "But is this now really how you're going to wear your hair?" And I knew he was going to ask me about it because of the very first question, or the very first joke he said about my hair. So I prepped for the very next time that I would see him and he would ask me about it. I said, "Look, Dad, I knew this is not what you grew up with. I know that things were different for you, but with all due respect, the hair on my head, I got from you. No matter what you think or what you feel, this is the real me."
I feel like I've always wanted my hair to be natural because I was always restricted. Like I could never have it out, so that just made me want it even more. I got fed up. I was done. I got fed up after watching like countless YouTube videos on like cutting your hair, doing the big chop. I was like, I'm just gonna do it, and whatever my mommy says. There's as clever it is, there's nothing anyone can say about it at that point. So yeah.
Am I happy with my natural hair? Very much. With this, I don't have a care in the world. It's perfect, it bounces and it grows towards the sun, and that is why I feel at best where my hair is playing along on any particular day.
overall, yes, I would say I'm happy with my natural hair. There are days where I'm like, ooh, ooh, where the insecurity does creep in a little bit, but those days are few and far between. So overall, yes, I would say I'm happy with my natural hair. And then like once I accepted the fact that like that's not my hair, this is my hair, I need to adjust and I need to figure out a routine that works for my hair specifically. I really came into accepting myself and my hair.
My 2 cents about it, if you can call it that, is it's not an easy journey to start out with. There's still a lot of people in South Africa who will have something to say about it. And unfortunately, it's your own people. My final gift to people going on that journey: find the community, go and grow with them, and you will never be sorry about that.
Don't shame people who have curly hair or who even choose to straighten their curly hair. Like, it's just their choice. Like, it's also anyone's journey also on it. Like,
It gets easier. It does get easier. All those the days like doing your hair, you will eventually get control of it.
I think I know a lot of people, especially younger people, struggle with their natural hair. And a lot of it comes from like older relatives, maybe even their parents or grandparents. It's best to prioritize you and how you look and how you feel and how your hair makes you look and feel.
I would say don't be embarrassed. Like, don't be embarrassed of what your hair looks like, what's growing out of your scalp. Embrace it. It's your hair. It's the hair you were born with. Embrace it. Don't ever feel embarrassed, especially for younger girls, like between the ages of like 8 and like 16, who really become aware socially of the significance that hair has, especially in the colored community. Not to feel embarrassed and not to be made to feel ashamed about their hair, because at the end of the day, your hair is beautiful. Like, as much as we are told it's not, your hair is beautiful. It's you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's natural.
Now ain't true. Now I'm true. What you ain't do? Tell that way screw. Young nigga too cool. Young nigga big room.